Where is Dayton Brown? Why did Kody and Robyn quietly make him vanish from sister wives, just as the family completely falls apart? Tonight we're digging into the missing son, the accident TLC never showed, the RV rumors, the Texas theories, and why some fans think Dayton was removed from the show on purpose. This is not the Dayton story you've seen on TV. Why did Kody and Robyn hide Dayton? Where he is now Sister Wives season 20 EP 8-inch. You know, the Brown family has 18 kids. You know, all that drama with Gabe, Garrison, Leon, Madison, all of them. But there's one kid who quietly slipped out of frame. No big goodbye. No emotional sit down. No, I'm leaving the show scene. Just gone. I'm talking about Dayton Brown, Robyn's oldest son. The boy Kody once called thoughtful, sensitive, and brave. The kid who helped design jewelry for my sister wife's closet and was one of the main reasons the entire family uprooted their lives and moved to Flagstaff. Now we're at Sister Wives season 20, episode 8 era, and the show is still rolling. We're still watching Kody's world crumble. But Dayton? Off screen, off grid, off the narrative. Tonight we ask the question fans whisper on Reddit, TikTok, and comment sections across the internet. Why did Kody and Robyn hide Dayton? And where is he now? We'll cover. The accident TLC never really showed. What life was like for Dayton behind the scenes. Why he slowly disappeared from Sister Wives. The RV rumors, college, and possibly moving to Texas. And whether Kody and Robyn are protecting him or protecting themselves. Stick around to the end, and I'll give you 3 chilling theories about why Dayton was quietly removed from the spotlight, and I want to hear from you which one you believe. Roll the intro. Before talking about where Dayton is now, let us remember who he is. Born on January 16th, 2000, to Robyn and her ex-husband David Jessup. We meet him as a shy, thoughtful kid when Robyn joined Sister Wives around season 1 to 2. He has Asperger's syndrome, something Robyn has spoken about publicly, explaining he developed a bit more slowly and that teachers recommended testing when he was young. On screen, he is soft-spoken, polite, often overshadowed by louder personalities, but clearly deeply loved by his mom. Later, when Kody marries Robyn legally and adopts her 3 older kids, Dayton officially becomes a Brown, his name even listed among the 18 children in family rundowns. He is no longer just Robyn's son. He's Dayton Brown, Kody's adopted son, part of the brand, part of the show, part of the story. At least for a while. The accident TLC never really showed. Let's talk about one of the most painful parts of Dayton's story, and one the show barely showed. Fans learned this from interviews and articles, not from long emotional episodes. While with Kody, Dayton was seriously injured in an ATV accident. He suffered trauma around his eye and had to undergo surgeries. According to multiple reports, he didn't want the accident or surgical aftermath filmed for Sister Wives, and the family respected that. So think about what that means. A teenage male, on the autism spectrum, trying to navigate a blended polygamist family, in front of cameras, gets into a serious accident under his new adoptive dad's watch. That is a lot. And yes, fans remember that as one of the moments where they stopped teasing him and actually started to feel protective and heartbroken. Most said later that when they found out this quiet kid was designing the jewelry that they mocked from my sister wife's closet and surviving a traumatic accident at the same time, it made them feel terrible. This matters for our question today. Why would someone like Dayton, who already didn't like some things being filmed, want less and less to do with the show as he got older? We'll come back to that. Adoption, new last name, and a new dad. The next turning point is when Kody legally adopts Robyn's kids. To make that happen, Kody divorces Mary legally and marries Robyn so that he can adopt Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. On paper, it's a beautiful story. I want to give these kids my name. I want them to feel fully part of the family. We're making disappear the pain of the past. Cameras show Dayton in a suit, emotional court scenes, the kids crying as they take on the Brown surname. Behind the scenes, though, adoption also quietly makes Daytona part of Kody's image. From then on, anything Dayton does reflects on Kody, reflects on Robyn, reflects on the plural family they're selling to the world. And here's where the story gets complicated. Because somewhere between that emotional adoption and season 20, Dayton goes from Robyn's oldest son, part of the big Brown family, to the kid we only talk about in rumors, Reddit threads, fan theories, and third-party articles. What happened? The Flagstaff move, was it all for Dayton? One of the biggest structural shifts in the entire show was the family's move from Las Vegas to Flagstaff. Fans were confused. Why now? Why there? According to coverage and behind-the-scenes digging, Dayton's college plans were one of the major factors in choosing Flagstaff. He was accepted into Northern Arizona University. Robyn had wanted him close, not off in some dorm in another location. Instead of Dayton leaving for college, the entire family uprooted to where he would go. I get that from a strictly mom perspective. If your son is neurodivergent and transitions are hard, staying close feels safer. But from a plural family perspective, Janelle, Christine, and their kids move yet again. Financial stress skyrockets. The wives fight over property, Coyote Pass land, rentals, and distance. You can build an entire video around this question. Did one son's college plan tip the first domino in the family's total collapse? While Flagstaff obviously wasn't the only reason for the meltdown, it's a big piece of the puzzle, and Dayton is right in the center of it. At this point in the show's timeline, Dayton is living near or with Robyn and Kody, going to NU, drawing the family's geography around him quietly, still somewhat present in the background. But that's about to change. The disappearance, Dayton slips off camera. Somewhere over season 16, 17, 18, and into the season 20 era, fans start to notice a pattern. Dayton is just not there. While the other adult kids still pop in for confessionals or group scenes, Dayton's presence shrinks. He is noticeably absent during the RV storyline when the family goes to Janelle's place. When Robyn does post updates on the family, she speaks of her younger kids way more. And the last big post about Dayton was in 2018 when she proudly sent him off to college. Literally, Distractify and other outlets ran pieces entitled, "Where is Dayton Brown now?" saying that after that 2018 post, updates basically stopped and fans had to rely on the other kids, like Paydon and Gwendolyn, to figure out what he is doing. So, viewers begin to ask, was something wrong? Did he choose to leave the show? Did TLC stop filming him? Did Kody and Robyn decide to keep him off air? And that's where things really get interesting. The RV, the trailer shade, and no one should have to live there. A few years ago, while the show was covering the Coyote Pass/RV chapter, something wild comes out via Gwendolyn Brown. She alleges that Dayton is currently residing in an RV himself. This is extra spicy because Robyn once said on camera that no one should have to live in a trailer when Janelle opted to stay in one on the land. So, fans put two and two together. Robyn mocks living in an RV. Janelle tries to build something for herself. Meanwhile, her own son, Dayton, is living in an RV. That adds a layer of hypocrisy to the story. In addition to that, outlets like TV shows Ace and Celebrating the Soaps claimed Dayton's RV was seen as a symbol of him trying to get some independence. He could have needed space away from the emotional chaos in Robyn and Kody's home. Imagine you're Dayton, autism spectrum, under pressure having been the reason the family moved. Cameras everywhere. Parents at the center of a public implosion. Brothers and sisters feuding with your stepdad. You end up in a small RV far from the main house, while the world watches your family burn down on cable TV. Is it any surprise he stopped filming? College, triple degrees, and a quiet flex. Here's something refreshing. Meanwhile, Dayton's actually killing it in class. As noted in coverage of his achievements, he graduates from Northern Arizona University. He receives a triple degree in marketing, information systems, and management. He also gets certificates in business leadership and analytics. So, while his dad and stepdad figures are drowning in debt, drama, broken marriages, TV confessionals, Dayton has quietly been stacking degrees like Pokemon cards. Some outlets even note that he handled his parents' financial distractions and instability by focusing harder on school and work. That gives us a really important angle. Maybe Dayton didn't want to be the autistic son on reality TV anymore. Maybe he wanted to be the smart, qualified adult building a life outside TLC cameras. And this is where we get to the where is he now part. Is Dayton, Indiana, Texas now? The new life theory. By 2025, several outlets and blogs are asking the same question. Is Dayton living in Texas now? According to various reports from TV shows Ace and other reality TV websites, speculation that Dayton may have relocated to be closer to his biological father, David Jessup. Talk of him changing how he presents his name, sometimes using David, or staying away from the Brown label. Evidence that he's no longer in regular footage or public family events, and that Robyn hasn't publicly posted about him in years. One recent breakdown even suggests Dayton is building a more low-key life in Texas as of October 2025, far from Coyote Pass in Arizona, with siblings visiting from time to time, but not living there full time. Now, we have to be clear. A lot of this is based on fan sleuthing, public records, and secondhand information from siblings. TLC isn't doing Where's Dayton Now specials. Robyn isn't going live on Instagram to clarify. So, here's where the intrigue comes in. Why is one of the most impactful kids, the son who triggered the Flagstaff move, now a ghost in the story? And that leads to the part a lot of people missed. Was Dayton taken off the show? Reality TV bloggers recently reported that Dayton Brown, Christine and Kody's son, allegedly dropped a bombshell. He insinuated that some kind of misstep caused the show to do without Dayton, but didn't clearly define what that misstep was. We have to be very careful here. There's no public record of any crime or confirmed scandal involving Dayton. No official TLC statement saying we cut him out. No explanation whatsoever from Robyn or Kody. What we do have is Dayton insinuating there is some sort of problem. Gwendolyn talking about him living in an RV away from the main home. A clear pattern in which Dayton is increasingly absent on screen and in social media from about 2018 onward. So fans connect the dots. Dayton gets older and more private. He does not like filming some personal events, such as the aftermath of the ATV accident. The family's public image gets messier and messier. Divorces, estranged kids, tragic loss of Garrison, constant drama. Suddenly, Dayton is all but absent from the narrative. Did TLC stop filming him out of respect for his wishes? Did Kody and Robyn ask that production keep him out to protect his privacy and career? Or did something behind the scenes take place, which made all parties agree it was safer if he stayed off camera? We do not know precisely, but the way they've all gone dead silent about him makes people even more suspicious. Are Kody and Robyn protecting him? Or protecting themselves? Let's talk motives. If you are Kody and Robyn and your son is on the autism spectrum, has already experienced a televised adoption, relocation of family, accident, and transition into college, wants a professional life that is not focused on reality TV, then pulling him back from the show might be the kind and right thing to do. There is a very real argument here that says they didn't hide him, they finally protected him. TLC isn't exactly an easy place. Every expression, every moment, every embarrassing line turns into memes and TikToks. But here's the flip side. Robyn filmed scenes about her own pain, her own tears, her own struggles. Kody is on and on about being hurt, misunderstood, stressed, betrayed by his kids. They still detail deeply personal information about other children's relationships with their dad, like Garrison, Gabe, and now even Madison's estrangement. So why is Dayton the exception? That's what makes fans ask. Are they protecting Dayton? Or protecting the story they want to sell about themselves? If Dayton disagreed with them, moved away from their control, chose a different relationship with his biological dad, or in other words, I don't want to be part of this narrative anymore, then showing that on screen would destroy the image of Kody and Robyn as the successful remaining couple whose household is still united. Pulling him off camera keeps things neat. 3 big theories about Dayton's disappearance. Let's break this into 3 main theories, and I want you to decide which one you believe. Theory 1, the gentle exit. Dayton simply didn't want to be filmed anymore, and his parents honored that. Evidence. Indeed, he already refused filming at sensitive times, such as after the ATV accident. Camera life can be exhausting with autism and anxiety. He was focused on high-level academics and career building. In this version, Kody and Robyn did the right thing. They gave him privacy, and that's why he's missing. Theory 2, the narrative cleanup. Because Dayton's choices, opinions, or living situation didn't fit into the Robyn-Kody narrative, they quietly sidelined him. Evidence. The Flagstaff move partially centered around him, yet now his life path seems to take him away from them. Gwendolyn talking about him living in an RV, while Robyn mocked RV living publicly. Speculation, he may be spending more time near his biological father and away from the Brown home. If true, showing that would highlight Robyn losing influence, Kody losing yet another son, their stable home being not so stable. So they don't show it. Theory 3, the behind-the-scenes incident. Off-screen, something happened that caused TLC, Kody, Robyn, and possibly Dayton all to be on the same page regarding him not appearing anymore. Evidence. Paid-on alluding to a mistake, and Dayton being all but taken out of filming. No specific details, no charges, no official explanation, just smoke, no clear fire. In this theory, Dayton is neither a villain nor a victim. He's just someone for whom something happened that everybody decided not to put on TV. Is that fair to him? Honestly, probably. Is it satisfying for fans? Absolutely not. Dayton and Season 20, The Invisible Son. So, what does this all mean as you watch Sister Wives Season 20, specifically around Episode 8? By this point in the show's timeline, we see Mary revisiting her past and memorabilia. We see Christine remarried and living her best life. We see Janelle start new projects, such as the farm in North Carolina. We see Kody and Robyn spinning their version of how the plural family shattered. But Dayton? He's not at the center of any of these storylines. Not mentioned. Not unpacked. Not given a confessional to say, here's why I'm not around. Here's what I chose. And that's the unnerving part. The show is all about family breakdown. And yet one of the kids most directly tied to the move, the legal adoption, the last remaining marriage, has become an invisible character by Season 20. That silence is its own kind of drama. What this says about reality TV kids' Dayton's story surpasses the confines of just one family. It raises huge questions about reality TV children. How do you grow up on camera and then decide you want out? Do parents prioritize their kids' mental health or their storyline? What happens when a child on the spectrum is put in front of millions of people who don't always understand or show empathy? Dayton's arc from shy boy on TLC to adopted Brown to center of the Flagstaff move to off-screen adult possibly living in Texas is one of the most mysterious and under-discussed parts of Sister Wives. And honestly, if he is happy, stable, and healing somewhere far from Coyote Pass, then disappearing might be the happiest ending he could get out of this whole chaotic saga. Okay, your turn. You've heard the accident, the adoption, the RV, the college glow up, the Texas rumors, the paid-on hints, the total silence on Season 20. So tell me in the comments, which theory about Dayton do you believe? The gentle exit, he opted for privacy, and his parents did the right thing. The narrative cleanup, Kody and Robyn didn't like the direction his life was going, so they quietly cut him from the story. The hidden incident, something happened off camera that everyone agreed should make it onto TLC. Comment your theory number and add Team Dayton if you're rooting for him to have a peaceful life off screen. Also, let me know, would you like to dive deeper into Leon, Logan, or Aurora next? Or should we make Did Kody and Robyn move the entire family just for Dayton its own episode? If you enjoyed this breakdown of Why Did Kody and Robyn Hide Dayton, where he is now Sister Wives Season 20 EP 8-inch then, hit like so more Sister Wives fans see the subscribe for more long-form deep dives into the Brown family. And share this video with that friend who always texts you, wait, whatever happened to Dayton? Because now, you know the story they showed and the story they perhaps wouldn't want to tell.